Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day because I'm certainly excited to be back. We're here, like we said we would be, on Isla Tacaño. Last time we did plenty of work. We did some work on Isla Matanceros, did some work on Isla Muerta, but we did say that it's time to visit the third island and see what exactly we can do with it. So here we are, Isla Tacaño, the island that was in ruin when we took over, and is still sort of in ruin at the moment because there's just not a lot to it. It's kind of basic, but it is making money, if a bit slowly. $63,210 per minute. Obviously not ideal, but we've done some work between episodes. I went ahead and got myself a couple of Corythosauruses, which raised the income a little bit. I'm also incubating a third one, and I'd like to incubate a fourth one, because these guys are actually relatively social. They don't mind a high population, and they don't mind a large social group. So that's fantastic as far as I'm concerned. I do realize, though, that having done all of the research thus far, there's not really a lot left to do. We can go click on the research center, but there's nothing. We've done it all. So our research teams are just going to sort of be sat there for a while with nothing to really do. Which means that I'm going to be sat here for a while with nothing to really do. I've ran into a bit of a corner. And that's kind of the thing with this island that I've realized, because if you're not aware, I have played most of the game before I sit to record these. I've been playing it on Twitch. I was playing it a week before it came out. I've played a lot of this game off camera and on streams and basically away from the main YouTube series. So I know what the challenges of all but the last island are. And I know that this one specifically is quite a slow island, and I'm very much okay with that. I like that. I'm just trying to figure out how that lends itself to a YouTube series. I think this might be an episode where we have a few more cuts than usual. But I will show you this. The Corythosaurus. It's actually quite a neat looking dinosaur. It's got that weird like fin thing on its head that I'm a bit curious about, but it's a neat looking dinosaur. It's going to yell, of course. There it goes, doing what it does. And that'll hopefully bring in a bit more money. We have one more coming along. We have got the money for another one, and we are up to almost $70,000 as well. So basically, obviously, the more dinosaurs we have, the more money we're going to make. So while it takes a little while to get these guys, they are going to do us a few favors. And I think the next step might be either a Triceratops or, well, actually, I was going to say an Edmontosaurus, but looking at that 53% viability, I don't think so. At least not without a few upgrades to the creation lab, such as, wow, we have incubation speed 3.0. Yes, please. Let's also throw success rate 2.0 in there. And I think success rate 2.0. We do need to get 3.0 at some point, but we'll get that eventually. That 3.0 on the speed, though, that's going to be so good. That's going to be so good to have. Let's release you as well. And I don't think we'll incubate anything else just yet. I actually want to see what kind of money we're going to be looking at here with 4 of these guys. And I'm actually thinking that we might go for a bit of a focus on these guys instead of the Struthiomimus on this particular island. These guys are about 3 times the price, but I mean, if we have a little look, we can see the Struthiomimus has a rating of 12. These guys have a rating of 25, so just over double the rating, but, well, triple the price, so it might not be worth it so much. I would be curious, though, to see what we can modify on a Struthiomimus, because we have things like the Savannah pattern, which is quite nice. We have things like the lifespan boost, which will really hit that viability, but increase the rating slightly. We have things like resilience. I mean, what can we take the rating up to? We can get up to 14. whilst hitting the lifespan. But we can get it to 14 there without doing, like, that's minus 18 viability. That one's minus 10 viability. So I think that'll be kind of nice. 56,700 is not so bad for a Struthiomimus. Has a bit of a different pattern as well, which is kind of neat. I would like to look at these guys to see what we can do to them. We can give them the Tiger pattern if we want to. We could give them a bit more resilience if we want to. So we could say a little bit of a bonus to the rating. I don't think that would hurt too much, and I don't think I'll modify them too much more. I really want to get those patterns in there. It's kind of neat, and we have just boosted their rating that little bit. So again, more than double the rating of the Struthiomimus, but actually at this point almost quadruple the price. So probably just worth waiting is kind of what I'm getting at there. Now I'm realizing we do have a couple of things down here. We have storm defense station coverage at 70%. We can actually afford storm defense stations. So I'm thinking we'll get one. And I'm thinking we'll put it back here because I don't want to be hit by a storm anytime soon. So right about there should give me some decent coverage. And I'm curious to see if that means coverage on 70% of my buildings or if that means 70% of the island. Because technically right there is a large percent of my buildings. So we'll see what exactly this does once it's constructed. I'm actually very, very curious. Also, yeah, 87,000. That's not bad. So we'll wait in that being constructed. And while we wait, I would like to get another one of these guys. I think another one of these guys could be a good idea. So we'll incubate that. And it's 70% of my buildings. So one more storm defense station and I'll get whatever the reward is from that contract. So we need a little bit more money. And we can throw a storm defense station up here. And I think I'll put it right there in the middle of that corner. Because what that'll do is mean that anything I build, or that will mean that anything around it will be nicely covered with some storm defense, which we probably want. So we'll throw it right about there. And that should give us the coverage that we need. I'm also realizing that 2 more dinosaurs on top of the one that we have right here, and we are sorted for the release 7 dinosaurs thing. So maybe we do 1 more of these big guys, and then 2 Struthiomimus, since they're a little bit cheaper. And that'll be 2 of the contracts done down here, and that might give us enough money to get a ranger station. There we go. $125,000. I will take that. I think we'll also go ahead and get another Struthiomimus. Should be super quick, especially with the 30% bonus from incubation speed. Very tempted to take out one of the success rates and just go for 60% on the incubation speed, but that might be a little bit excessive. Maybe. I think we'll just hold off. I'm actually really curious to see what a Struthiomimus looks like with the Savannah pattern, because I think, if it's the one I think it is one of my favorites. So we're about to see right here. We'll go ahead and release it. What does it look like with the pattern? Oh yeah. Now look at you. You are beautiful. You are beautiful, little Struthiomimus. Look at you. Not bad. Let's go ahead and get another one. It's going to be nice and easy to get another Struthiomimus while we're waiting for the big guy. And I think this whole thing, this big guy and the Struthiomimus might be enough to push us over the 100,000 per minute mark, which will be fantastic. So let's release you. I think you've got the new pattern as well. Oh, look at you. Man, I love the patterns. I love the patterns. They're so good. I'm a really big fan. I like customization, man. Look at you. You're beautiful. Oh my god, man. You are absolutely beautiful. And so different to the other ones as well. Like properly. Oh, I love it. I really love it. Let's release you as well. And that will be $350,000. 7 dinosaurs. That's fantastic news because it means I can get the ranger station, which I definitely want. Really, really not comfortable not having this. It just makes me really, really nervous. So let's go ahead and throw the ranger station there. Now we are getting no power as an alert, but what we can do is give improved output 2.0. And I would love to say reduced upkeep, but we'll just go for output again. Let's see here. Successfully incubate a dinosaur for 100,000. Consider it done, that's no problem. And I guess we could just go for another Struthiomimus. We are making over 100,000 as well, which is amazing news. Let's see what we've got then. I guess the Struthiomimus is going to be the cheapest one, and it will just give me straight profits. So let's incubate a Struthiomimus. Security team wants me to do that. Oh, I love how they look with that pattern, man. I really, really like it. And these guys over here as well, just having a good time. This thing's still over half full, which is fantastic. I love an enclosure that's kind of densely packed. Like, these guys aren't even at half on population or social. These bigger guys are the same. Like, we can get so many more of both of them. I think what we might end up having to expand the herbivore enclosure. Definitely seems like we're going to need a bit more space in there. Anyway, let's release you. There we go. An extra 100,000 for us. We're definitely coming up to the point where we might be able to get the expedition center as well, which I'm very keen for. And I'm thinking we're also going to need to... We're going to need the fossil center as well, but I think the expedition one might be an idea because we can start sending expeditions out, although I guess ACU as well. There's a lot. There's a lot that we need. There's a lot of different things that we're going to need along here, but I think the expedition one might be the better choice because it means that if I really want to, I can go to other islands and send teams out from there, because I don't think we unlock new dig sites or new fossils at existing dig sites until we place the expedition center on a new island. It also seems like this one is challenging leadership of the group. He's standing there like, hey, I've got green on my back. I rule things around here, I think you'll find. Meanwhile, this guy is just curious and happy to be there. Look at him. He is legitimately just quite happy to be there. That's a good screenshot opportunity right there. I'll take it. He looks kind of confused, actually. I'm not really sure why we're all here, but I'm just happy to be a part of the group. I'll be honest. It's really great to be here, guys. Really, really good to be here. I have opinions, but I'll keep them to myself. You guys seem like you're kind of busy there. So, I'll keep my opinions to myself. I'll raise them at the meeting next week, alright? Yeah, really good talk, guys. I don't know what this voice is. I'm not really sure. Not really sure what that voice is. Anyway. Oh, God. Anyway. Let's get the expedition center. I think it's time. So I'll throw that back there. I think that's probably the best spot for it. So right about there should do for the expedition center. We can continue this path straight on. And we'll continue straight out from there a little bit. Go straight across. And we can go down here. Or no, we can't. We can go down here. And just connect things up. Nice and neatly if possible. There we go. That looks alright to me. So that'll connect around. We've got the expedition center, which means that we can start sending out expeditions to all the different sites, which has me very excited because there's a lot of them. Oh, there's a lot of them. So, we have Parasaurolophus. We have parasaurs, we have Corythosauruses, we have Struthiomimus, we have Tyrannosaurus Rex, as well as the Torosaurus. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go there for one, and we're gonna go there for another. And I know what you're thinking. Why am I not going for the T-Rex? Well, the reason is simple. The T-Rex is incredibly expensive. We have a lot of work to do before we go anywhere near the T-Rex. But we're getting there. We are taking the steps necessary to get there. We are making more money as well, $114,626. So I think what we'll do is we'll invest a little bit more in maybe another one of these guys, but I think we'll start with a Struthiomimus, and we'll go for another Struthiomimus. And I think from this point, we're going to save up some money, and we're going to start working towards getting the fossil center. Okay, so there's good news and bad news. We'll start with the bad news. This little dinosaur down here, he ain't doing so good. Fortunately, we have some rangers here who are going to be looking to, well, look after him and make him all better. I don't know what he's got right now, but, well, the rangers are definitely trying, although this Corythosaurus keeps getting in the way. Which, yeah, I imagine that's a little frustrating as a ranger. The good news is that the fossil center is up and running. There's also a little bit of bad news in that the Hammond Creation Lab doesn't have power, but that's not too much of a big deal because we're not getting dinosaurs just yet anyway. But we can look at fossils. So, oh, 2.5 stars, 200,000, consider it done. So we've got a Parasaur fossil, very high quality, we will extract. We have medium quality for the Parasaur, we have medium there, 80,000 for the fish fossils, yes please. I'm very tempted to, just because this is very high, I'm going to sell this for the little bit of money. And I think we'll go ahead and extract you and sell you. I want to try and keep the money up a little bit, especially when we're getting close to $500,000, because then we can get another power station. We can, of course, get ourselves an ACU Center immediately if we want to, but again, power problems, so there's not much point. What I will do is send these guys back out to those two sites. Obviously costs a bit of money to do that, but that's fine. Not going to stress too much about that. Are you guys really still trying to get this power? No, that's a different dinosaur, I think. Yeah, you're returning to base. Can you go medicate this guy? And I guess this guy as well. Because the disease appears to be spreading, and that's not a good thing. That is definitely not a good thing. In fact, you know what? I kind of fancy driving. Where is this ranger team? There it is. I want the car. Give me the car. Let's go. It's not even the car that I like, but it'll do. We're taking it for a spin. Excuse me, coming through. There's a sick dinosaur, everybody. Move, move, move. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Make a hole. Let's see. We got some sick dinosaurs. Let's do this. There's another one. There's another one that's sick. You. That's a picture. Oh, no, that's looking the wrong way. That's not good. Right. You. Right there. Stop moving. Thank you. I missed. That's bad. Come on. I got him. I missed. Is he cured? He's cured. All right. Are you next? Yeah, you are. That's a hit. And, uh-oh. That's a hit. You're cured. Congratulations. Oh, now we got that little guy. Move, move, move. Move out of the way. Oh, so close. He's in there somewhere. I'll get him eventually. Did you just... Wow. You in there, little fella? We might need to go looking for him. We might need to go looking for him. Where is he? Where is he? Come here, little one. There you are. I wasn't sure what kind of picture I was gonna get from that, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. That's perfect. Come here. I need to medicate you, you little swine. Come here. Don't you run. Don't you run. Don't run. Stop resisting. Let's go. There you go. That's one. I missed that one, but he's cured. That's good. You're next, Biggin. Oh, that is the right one. That's lucky. There you go. Everyone's cured. Oh, no. Oh, that really caught me off guard. Oh. 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 That really caught me off guard. Oh, God. Right. Yeah, that was, that was really unexpected. I'll be honest. That was, oh, God. Oh, that was unexpected is what that was. Let's build this here. Let's connect it to there, and let's get the, let's get the, I might need a minute. Let's get the path coming through here. Something like that looks alright. So that'll give us power. We have fossils right here. So let's go ahead and medium quality. We'll sell that. We'll sell that, and we'll sell that. That's high quality, so extract it. That's medium. I guess we'll extract the mediums. It's only 10,000. And our money's actually starting to look pretty decent, which is great news. I'm gonna keep sending the, the helicopters to that location for the time being. Because that seems like a pretty good idea. And I'm thinking that since we have a bit of money floating around at the moment, it might be an idea to get ourselves a couple of Triceratops, since we don't have any of those. Or maybe a couple of Ankylosaurus, since those might have a higher rating. Basically, I need 2 of whatever has the highest rating that I can also afford. Now, you've got 46. You have 45, you have 42, and you have 30. So it is going to be the Triceratops. Let's get one. And let's get... Can we get another one with a different pattern, perhaps? We can. Let's go for arid on that one, and let's incubate. So a couple of Triceratops, and we are going to name these guys. I realize, like, I'm way behind on naming. I don't think I named anyone last episode, so we'll get to that in just a moment. Or at least we'll get to that before we wrap up this episode. I need a minute. I'm still recovering from the, that glorious picture. Oh my God. Okay, it's time for the Triceratops. We got one, we got the other. They'll both be released and hopefully boost the island rating and the revenue just a little bit. We got this one, which looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. The other one's gonna be... Oh, wow. You can really yell. Didn't realize you could yell as much as you did. Fair enough. You're off for a run, that's fine. Are you happy in there? You are. The population's getting a little bit too high for you, though, so we're gonna have to keep that in mind. I want to see the pattern in this other guy, though. Oh, it's a bit more of that kind of greenish, yellowy, tan color. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. I like that. How's the revenue doing? 112,000. That's not anywhere near as high as I'd like it to be, but that's probably being hurt by the fact that we do have a second power station. So we'll not worry too much about that. Let's go ahead and send out another expedition. This place is actually going to be done. Let's keep going there. And the Maiasaura? I want to say Maiasaura. We got that little thing as well. I think what we're going to do is we will start going here, and we'll start going there eventually as well. That might not be such a bad idea. Now let's take a look. 134,000. Not bad. I'll take it. We do need to get that island rating up, but I'm thinking we might also go and get ourselves another contract. Now, we're looking pretty good on science, so I'll be curious to see what the reputation rewards are here. So large substation is actually coming up. The research cost upgrade is coming up as well. I think we probably want to get another science contract, so let's see what we can do there. 150,000 profit per minute, consider it done. That'll also boost entertainment, and it doesn't do anything negative to security at all, so that's totally doable. We can totally do that. So let's see what else we've got floating around in here. Honestly, not much else. I mean, the Edmontosaurus might be the best bet here. Maybe we want to modify the genome a little bit, just so that this guy isn't going to have such a low viability rating. So maybe down to 7% there. It does hurt the rating, though. It does hurt the rating. So maybe we take a chance. I mean, 60% plus 40, that might work out. My only concern is that these guys might not be too happy with such a packed paddock, I guess. A little bit of alliteration there. Oh, high quality Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yes, please. Very high quality Taurosaurus. We have fern fossils. We have iridium. We have some Corythosaurus. We have some Edmontosaurus, which I'm going to sell because it's low quality, and fish. Fish fossils. Let's keep going to there and there. I'm just going to keep going to these until they kind of run dry, I think. That might be the better way to do things, because then we just sort of, or until we max out everything we can get from one place or another. That might be another way to do things. But I really want to start maxing out genomes as well. That's a thing I want to do. I want to do all the missions, as many contracts as I can. I want to try and get 5 stars in different islands. There's so much that I want to do. And I guess I do also want to get to naming some of these dinosaurs. So let's get a view of the paddock. We'll go to here. And we'll bring up the comments from... The comment? Why did I say that so weird? The comments from part 8. So what have we got here? What have we got here? I'm seeing a lot of people that are talking about... I mentioned in the previous episode that I was worried about the pacing of the series. I've seen a lot of people saying that they're okay with that, so cheers for that. Actually, really, really stoked about that. I was really worried that, oh, I love these guys. They've grown on me. I was really... Is your comfort going down? Excuse me. I'm actually worried that you might not like this. I don't think you do. Oh no, you are okay. Your comfort's going back up. That's fine. All right. So yeah, I was really worried that we might have a situation where like the series is a little too slow or whatever, but I'm glad people are enjoying it. Let's see here. What are the names that we've got? There's actually there's a lot of comments. There's a lot about the pacing, which is great. Someone's saying name one Susan from Reception. We don't have any carnivores though. It doesn't. I think we'll go with Struthiomimus. Struthiomimus 1 is going to be Susan. We'll go with Susan, because that seems like a pretty good idea. What else have we got? What are the other names, man? I feel like I missed an episode. I went an episode where I didn't name anyone. And oh, we got the large substation. Nice. Yeah, we went an episode where I didn't really name any of them, and there's not that many. There ain't that many name suggestions. It's all good. We got Susan. We'll go for Susan. Let's just get a couple of names in. We'll go for Brian. Brian the Edmontosaurus. We'll go for Ed the Edmontosaurus as well. We'll go for Stephen. Right there. The Corythosaurus. And we'll go for Stephen the Corythosaurus. Obviously, you have to go for the PH and the V. And we'll let you guys suggest names for the next episode or two. I don't know. I might end up recording tomorrow's episode like right after this one, so bear with me. I realized that it's like, hey, we went an episode without naming any, and now there's no names. We might be about to do that again. Anyway, power, large substation. This thing has such a huge radius, and I love it. Really, really big fan of that huge radius. That's going to be super, super useful. Let's see here. So we don't have an ACU Center yet. I feel like we might as well get that. Even if we don't urgently need it, it seems like that would probably be a good idea. So we'll throw it up there. It'll have power pretty much immediately. We'll go ahead and run a path just off of there and that away. And we'll also sort of run it that way as well. And I guess we'll run this path straight up towards it just there. So that'll give it a connection. I'd like to do the same on this side just to nicely enclose everything here. So something like that should work. We'll bulldoze you, and there we go. We have all of our functional buildings over this way, and we actually have a little bit of room for a very small enclosure just in here, which I'm kind of okay with because we could sort of have it wrap around the ACU Center a little bit. Also room for more power plants up here, of course, which will probably also be kind of useful. So let's take a look for a moment. We have a fast food place, a toy shop, a clothes shop, and a gift shop. We do not have a bowling alley or a restaurant. The question is, do we have the need for such things? We probably do, actually. This place here can have a few... You know what? We'll just max that out for staff. The toy shop, we can max that out for staff. The clothes shop, we will 100% max that out for staff, even though it's not making money anymore. And the gift shop, no one cares about the gift shop. Let's go for Barbasol. And let's knock that up to $15. So there we go. We can probably get a few of these, though. This will boost the fun of the park a little bit. So I think we want to do that. Especially since there's every chance that something could escape later on. And we kind of want to make sure that people are having fun before that happens. So we'll throw a bowling alley there. And I guess we'll throw a restaurant, I guess right next to the fast food place. Or right here, maybe. I think right here works. Yeah, that'll work out. That looks okay. That'll hopefully keep the park rating up a little bit. I mean, the major complaints at the moment are poor capacity, so we probably do need a hotel, and poor variety. That's most likely because we just have so many of the same dinosaur, which will change in time. High quality T-Rex, very high quality T-Rex. Fern fossils, very high quality Corythosaurus, and high quality Edmontosaurus. That was a really, really good haul of fossils. I'm really pleased about that. That was actually really, really good. These places have come together here as well. Let's do 10-pin bowling. And let's say that is going to be... That's going to have to be like $30. Or like $35. With a decent amount of staff. Then over here is going to be like... Jurassic Nom. Because of course it is. For $20. With, oh wow, that maxed out immediately. Let's max that out on staff, because it's doing pretty good on profits there right away. So that's kind of good. Profits are 162,000. Let's maybe go ahead and grab another... I'm thinking another science contract, and science seems to be what I'm pretty good at here. At least 75% of the Metriacanthosaurus, I said that in first try. First try! Metriacanthosaurus genome. Probably said it wrong, but I'll take it. First try. I'm actually quite happy about that. Let's also get the emergency shelter. I realize we did get rid of that a while ago. So I think we'll put the emergency shelter... I'd like to put it back there, but it doesn't really line up all that well, so... maybe we do just sort of put it behind these buildings a little bit. So like back there, just in case anything goes wrong, you run behind all the buildings and just hide in the bunker. It's probably for the best. Anyway, I hear helicopters returning. We have some fossils, which is great news. We should have a second bunch of fossils coming in anytime soon. Maybe not. Maybe not. We have just completed that genome, which is great news. Low quality Draco Rex, let's sell you. High quality Torosaurus, let's extract. We'll sell the silver. We will extract the high quality Edmontosaurus and again extract the high quality. And let's just keep sending you guys to where you need to go. I am curious though, can we get the what's its face that I just said first try? Brachiosaurus. Oh, we can get the long necks. We can get the necky boys here. The Metriacanthosaurus, that's the one I'm looking for. It seems like that's going to be a solid no. I feel like I have to unlock that. Oh, we can get Gallimimus here as well. Interesting. We probably want to do that at some point. Let's keep going there and there for the time being. I actually want to take a quick look at the management as well, because do we have to unlock that? No? Maybe not. Is it part of research? The Metriacanthosaurus, so we need to do Isla Tacaño's security mission. So that's this island's security mission. Okay. We are probably going to have to go ahead and abandon that contract then, because that's just not going to happen, is it? That's unfortunate, but that's just the way of it. Can we get a different one? Use the Expedition Center to get a smaller medium herbivore fossil. Consider that done.
Correct.
That'll be nice and easy. That's no problem at all. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to be it for today. Next time, we might want to look into going ahead and getting another enclosure set up. And I think we probably want to try and get a couple of carnivores in here, because as you know, as nice as it is having all these herbivores, I think it's going to be worth having a couple of carnivores. I think it'll boost the rating, it'll increase the variety, and I guess most importantly, it'll bring in some profits. So thank you kindly for watching. It's been my pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.